Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the lesson Fundamental Unit of Life, also known as cell. So, what do we know about the cell? Most of us just know that the cells are the building blocks of life or the fundamental unit of life. And some of us also know that the cell has many organelles which do various amount of functions. So the cell, in simple terms, is a basic unit of life. The cell is of two types, plant cells and animal cells. Here's a timeline I would like to share on all the people who contributed to the discovery of the cell or the discovery of the cell organelles. First is Robert Hooke. He discovered a cell for the first time in the year 1665. However, he discovered a dead cell, which is of a cork cell from a bark of a tree. His work is described in his book Micrographia. The surprising fact is, he used his primitive microscope or a microscope he made on his own to discover this. Then in 1674, Anton van Leeuwenhoek discovered a living cell for the first time. He discovered a living cell from pond water. He, however, used an improved microscope rather than using a primitive microscope like Robert Hooke. Then in 1831, Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. I consider this is the most important discovery because nucleus is the headquarter of the cell, and without the nucleus, the cell is nothing. Then in 1835, Dujardin discovered a fluid substance in the cell and he named it Sarcode. Then in 1839, Sarcode received a new name, protoplasm. This name was coined by J. Purkinje. Then in 1839, Schleiden, a German botanist, helped in making of the cell theory. Then in the same year, 1839, Schwann, a German zoologist, also helped in the making of the cell theory. Then in 1855, Rudolf Virchow adds to the cell theory, which was made by Schleiden and Schwann in the year 1839. So the cell theory which he added points to is known as the modern cell theory. Lastly, we have Huxley, who added to the point protoplasm again. He named protoplasm as the physical basis of life. This was in the year 1868. So you might have noticed I said the term cell theory a lot of times already. So what do you think cell theory is? Is it so important that so many people worked on it for many years? So the surprising fact about the cell theory is that, let me give you a hint about it actually. Schleiden, Schwann and Rudolf Virchow were all three German and they all worked on the cell theory, though in different time periods. So what do you think about it? What do you understand about it? So let me tell you the answer. So the cell theory, which was made first by the Schleiden and Schwann, consisted of 2 points. That all living organisms are composed of cells. And the second point, cells arise spontaneously. Do you feel something's wrong in the second point? Well, this mistake was spotted out by Rudolf Virchow in the year 1855. He added to the point, he said that the number 2 point was incorrect. And he said that the cells arise from pre-existing cells and do not arise spontaneously. What do you think about it? Do you think he was correct? Well, I leave that to you. Thank you.